Hey, I'm Andy Chanley from 88.5 FM, and I hope this video finds you well. Finds me well because I get to host a pretty cool 88.5 Live with a pretty cool guest. Amanda Shires joins us today. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to see you again. Well, let's get the important things out of the way first. The new album is called Take It Like a Man, coming out, what I have to guess, is in celebration of my birthday on July 29th.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
Wow. Happy birthday.
It's a kismet. I'm sure. Thank you.
Really?
And the new single, Hawk for the Dove, which you might hear in just a little bit. And you've also been hearing on 88.5 FM. Congratulations on the album. It's a big deal to finish an album.
I'm pretty excited about it. I've not said this ever, I don't think, in any videos or any interviews, but it really is a work that I'm proud of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, it's great to see you again. I think the last time we spoke was during the lockdown. You were in the church. It was you and Jason, and we were catching up on things. And we were talking about how much it sucked to be in a pandemic when you're an artist and you can't do the one thing that makes you feel alive. You can't get out and play your music for people.
It makes you feel like you have lost your sense of purpose is what it did a little bit, But you just learn to, I guess we learned how to have Groundhog's Day over and over.
Right. But now, it takes, for people that don't know, it takes a year to do an album, to conceive it, to figure out who's going to produce it, to actually get it, done. I mean, it varies, but I know it's a long process. And then all of the decisions that go up to, booking a tour. Now, the car is warming up in the driveway, and it's time to get out and do it. How does it feel? I
mean, magnificent, actually. It has a different. It doesn't mean any less than it used to, but there's a weight to it, or a sense of wanting to outdo even yourself that you've ever done in the past. In the Texas Playboys band that I used to be in, they sometimes would say, play it like it's your last time you'll ever get to play it. And I didn't understand that as a kid, but I get that now, and I feel like that's kind of the way I'm going to approach every single time I get to play.
It didn't occur to you that it might actually be your last chance. It occurred to me,
but I didn't actually think, that's a real thing. But, they knew what they're talking about.
Yeah, I like that. The new album is called Take It Like a Man. And I read something that you said about the first single, Hawk for the Dove. You said, I'm going to quote you here, you said, "I want people to know that it's okay to be a 40-year-old woman and be more than just a character in somebody else's life. The song deals with emotions that turn prey into predator." I like that. And it actually made me read the title, Take It Like a Man, kind of like an Eat, Shoots, and Leaves kind of way. You could read it two ways. It's take it like a man and submit and, take your whippings. Or it could be seize it, like, grab it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely multi-layered, and those are two of the meanings. And I get into a lot of different approaches with Take It Like a Man. It's the record. When I think about it, it's really about vulnerability. And I led with Hawk because it's the confident, strong one. But it's really about vulnerability and choice, and the consequence of choice. And then with the Take It Like a Man title, we're kind of told how to be different ways in our life. And, in the end, there's only one way you can take it.
Well,
and that's like yourself. That's
a great introduction to this. We get 3 performances, and the first one is the single from the Take It Like a Man album, Hawk for the Dove. Here you go, Amanda Shires.
I'm coming for you like a hawk for
don't know if you've ever seen a hawk get after a dove, but like, the Cooper's hawk will actually, I saw it happen.
What?
Get a dove and eat it.
Oh God!
And take it in
Really?
the tree. Yeah, I was like, that's an image I can't unsee.
Yeah. It's I was looking at some of the imagery that are in your lyrics, and I happened to notice that the theme that we were talking about before the song there of take it like a man and the different meanings of that, but there are also a number of aviary references in there. The hawk, the dove, the title track. You mentioned birds, loons, and larks, and warblers, and wrens, and falcons. Somebody got binoculars for Christmas. No, there's a lot of that bird imagery. What does that mean?
I've been a fan of birds and a bird watcher for a long time, and I think that there's something to birds being able to occupy land and air or land and sea, and just the their behaviors and their habits. And anytime when I'm writing, I try to think of things that people can relate to or that you can bring in the room with you or visualize. And I just happen to be a naturalist kind of imagist person, so and then you can go way off into other tangential things. It's hard to say with teeth, Jules.
I love the grill.
But it's like, so they they represent so many things. Spirituality,
From since the words were first written down on paper, birds have occupied, been in the pantheon of imagery of poets. So yeah,
dinosaurs.
They're dinosaurs for crying out loud.
These songs are all about dinosaurs.
It's interesting to me, that at least a little bit on the surface, that the album, there seems to be a theme of examining gender roles a little bit, and patriarchy, and what you want to do with your life versus what society has perhaps told you to be over time. I thought it was interesting that you chose a producer in Lawrence Rothman, who's non-binary. I was wondering, and he's worked with so many 88.5 artists like Angel Olsen, Lucinda Williams, Sasami. I was wondering if that was somehow made him better equipped to look at some of the themes that you wanted to explore, or am I?
No, I mean, I could see that being an idea for somebody, but I had no idea about what their gender was or anything like that when we became friends and started writing. I actually messed up and just didn't know that they were they, and then I learned, like we all do, that they're they, them, and then that to me was the least interesting thing. Not that that's not interesting, digging myself in a hole, but about a person. But what I was drawn to with them is the fact that they aren't surface in within our texting and communicating. We were able to talk about some childhood trauma and stuff like that, and regular trauma and all this.
Right.
And I really realized that, and like a lot of people that don't care for the surface, that life's too short for all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's get to the real stuff and be friends, and
It doesn't
help
matter.
people.
It doesn't matter at all. And I think I messed up my pronouns there too, so apologize.
I mean,
for that.
what I learned with Lawrence is they said it's cool as long as we try it again next time.
Yeah, I'll get it next time.
I try to get it every time, but
I want to introduce the next song, and it's by an artist that's special to me, but I know that he was extremely special to you. You had a relationship with him over the years, a friendship. And if you don't know who John Prine is, there's probably a hole in your soul. He was just special for 50 years making special music. And he passed away during the COVID pandemic. You're going to do a song for us tonight that's a John Prine classic. Tell us why you chose that.
Saddle in the Rain. So if you haven't heard John Prine yet, boy, is your life about to open up real big. Saddle in the Rain, though, I don't remember if it's it might have been 2017 or 2017. I was leaving home to go on tour with him, but it was going to be Easter, and I was going to be away from my daughter for 4 to 6 weeks, and that was concerning. And John said, what can we do to sweeten the deal? And I was like, well, could we play Saddle in the Rain and Clocks and Spoons? And so to the set list, we added those songs. And I've always been drawn to, those songs are dark even for his songwriting, I think. But I was always drawn to the way it sounds and then how the fiddle fits and stuff. But there's just something magical about this one to me. And then I also get to relive those moments that we had, like the time we were in the hotel lobby after he had left his key card in the room with his wallet and went out to get ice in his skivvies. And I was coming in from the bar to get it with my wine to take upstairs. I was like, "What are you doing, John?" And he said, "Well, I'm trying to get into my room, but I don't have my wallet because it's in my room. Can you call Mitch? Because it will let me call Mitch because I can't prove it's me." And I was like, "Sure." There's a lot of good times, but like when he ran us out of gas in Canada and stuff like that. It was so fun. But he wasn't just doing that. He did a lot of amazing things, like talk about words and look at songs together, and just a genuine, amazing human on and off stage.
Yeah, I remember a quote from him. What was it? Always be yourself on stage and off. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's hear Saddle in the Rain, Amanda Shires.
This one's for John Prine, who I was nervous about playing this for because it's John Prine, and I haven't seen him since that time he died from COVID. I miss you, John Prine.
Where you at sometimes? Raise your back
John Prine classic by Amanda Shires, Saddle in the Rain. We're talking to Amanda about her new album. It's called Take It Like a Man. And one more song to come here in just a minute. But I mentioned to you earlier, we were talking about when we chatted last time. It was during the pandemic. You and Jason were in the church. But the first time we talked was almost 4 years ago. And it was during the To the Sunset tour. You came into the station. And at the end of the interview, I remember I asked, so you got any fun projects on the horizon? Anything you're working on? You're like, yeah, I just finished this album with Natalie Hemby and Maren Morris and Brandy Carlisle. We're going to call it The High Women. That was a lot of fun to do. Yeah, it turns out it was a lot of fun. We never got any closure on this. It was 2 ACM nominations, won you 3 Americana Music Awards. You won a CMT and a Grammy. It sounds like a heap of fun. Is there going to be a volume 2?
There is. You know, a lot of things got postponed, obviously, with the pandemic, but we're going out to do our Wrigley Field show finally that got, canceled a couple of times. And then I am really good at saying things to interviews that I'm not supposed to say yet, so I'm not going to say anything else because one time I did that and I got in a lot of calls.
Nice.
You're not supposed to say anything, but you want to.
Right.
But yes, there's more.
Nice. Good to know. I'm very excited about
because
that.
as long as a conversation exists, hopefully we or other folks, like-minded folks that want to be in bands will continue it on.
I love it. And along that theme of what did Annie Lennox say? Sisters are doing it for themselves. Mm-hmm. You are going out. Well, okay, the 400 unit is on tour, I think starting tonight as we're taping this.
Right, yeah.
And they're doing like 50 dates. Mm-hmm. You're going out on tour and doing 50 separate dates, only joining up at certain times along the way. My God, what an undertaking that sounds like. Is every minute of the rest of your year completely planned out for you already?
But it's interesting because before we were High Women, Jason and my band, and now I feel like I've learned a little bit about balance, although I like to stay busy. I feel comfortable when I'm busy and working on things. But no, I think, and I don't believe I'm speaking for Jason, but I think that we feel most comfortable and most with purpose when we're playing music and being with people.
Nice. What's the last song you're going to do for us?
I'm going to do a song that I wrote for the High Women band called Don't Call Me.
Don't Call Me. One more time, Amanda Shires.
If you get yourself in another one of your binds, run for help, yell for someone, pray for a sign. Dial 911 by the roadside stand, up and run. I don't care, just don't call me. Your truck breaks down if it all falls apart. Leave it on the shoulder, just get out, take yourself a walk. If your shoes hurt your feet, take them off, they'll probably do you some good. Hell, maybe a lot, just don't call me. Oh, don't call me with another emergency. Didn't you say you outgrew me when you chose to up and leave? Don't call me. If you wake up in jail and they let you use the phone, even if mine's the only number
a thing. Temperature reading, something. Palmistry. Call yourself a dog. If you get one to come to you. But don't call me.
This is 88.5 FM. You just heard Don't Call Me, Amanda Shires and her band. Your band is tight.
Thank you.
Sound really, really good. They're in mid-season form.
They are really good. I don't know how I get so lucky sometimes, but I just do.
You guys sound great. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. Going out on tour now. The tour dates are up on your website, AmandaShiresMusic.com.
Yeah, somebody bought the other one and they want too much money for it.
I was thinking about you. We were talking earlier. We both have a daughter right around the same age, like 7-year-old, and how easy they are to deal with. But I was thinking, like, my wife and I, it's, balancing career and parenthood is tough enough when we wake up in the same place all the time. Going on a tour like this, and I did see a picture of or a video of her dancing on stage with you guys recently, but that has to just be. I can only imagine the Herculean effort of time management to pull that off.
Yeah, we have a lot of things that we have a way that we handle each day, and we maintain the schedule because that's really what you need for everything to go right.
Yeah.
She does go to sleep later than most kids, though, and wakes up later than most kids, but gets the same amount of sleep as
long
any
as it's the
normal
same.
kid.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Different hours.
Well, it's so great to see you again. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations on a new, and I can't wait to hear all of the tracks on it. I've only heard a couple of them so far, but if this is any indication, you're going to see why she's so proud of it. It's called Take It Like a Man, comes out on July 29th, and you can hear Hawk for the Dove these days on 88.5 FM. Amanda
Thank you
Shires.
for playing it. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for visiting this today, this 88.5 Live.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. If you subscribe to this channel on YouTube, you will get all of 88.5 FM's live content. If you subscribe to this radio station, then you can get some fine swag like this, the Volume 2 studio sessions, and it's available now at 885fm.org for your donation. And thank you.